Never make a wish upon this music box because every desire must be paid with a life. The film begins by showing a woman named Johanna wrapping an object in cloth. She then throws it into a trash bin in front of her house. Johanna has a daughter named Clare, a cheerful girl who always goes everywhere with her beloved dog Max. One day when Clare returns home from cycling, she hears the faint sound of her mother crying. Curious, she follows the sound and realizes it's coming from the attic. When she checks, Clare is shocked to find her mother has committed suicide by hanging herself. 12 years have passed since Johanna's death. Clare now lives with her father, Jonathan, and her dog Max. Jonathan used to be a musician who often traveled from city to city. After Johanna's death, he decided to stay home to take care of Clare and changed his profession to a garbage collector. At school, Clare is often bullied by her classmates because she's poor and her father collects trash near the school. Sometimes that makes her feel ashamed in front of her friends. Even so, Clare still has two loyal friends, Meredith and June. One day at school, Clare faces more bullying from a girl named Darcy. It happens while Clare is putting up a banner she has worked on for weeks, and Darcy suddenly comes over and pours coffee on it. Clare gets angry but can only endure the situation. During lunch break, Clare gets her revenge by embarrassing Darcy in the school cafeteria. Enraged, Darcy fights back, and the two end up in a physical fight. After school, Clare visits her neighbor DeLuca, who is very caring toward her. Seeing Clare's bruised face, DeLuca helps treat her wound. When Clare returns home, Jonathan tells her he found a box that looks like a treasure chest. The box has Chinese writing on it. Since Clare knows a bit of Chinese, Jonathan brings it home and gives it to her. The box is quite large, with Chinese carvings on every side, and strangely, it's very hard to open. Clare can only read the writing on the box, which mentions 7 wishes. Later, Meredith tells Clare that Darcy has been bullying her on social media. Feeling upset, Clare jokingly wishes to the box that Darcy's body would rot. While Clare is asleep, the box mysteriously opens by itself and plays a tune. When the music ends, the box closes again. The next day, Clare hears news that Darcy's body has started to rot. She realizes the box might have actually granted her wish for Darcy to decay.
It's whatever.
At home, Clare notices that Max is missing. She searches around her neighborhood and is shocked to find Max dead. Heartbroken, she mourns deeply for her dog, especially since Max was a gift from her late mother. At school, Clare asks her Chinese teacher about the translation of the Chinese characters on the box. However, the teacher can't translate them because they're written in ancient Chinese. A classmate named Ryan then tells Clare that his cousin might be able to read ancient Chinese, but she charges for translations. Since Clare doesn't have any money, she decides not to ask for the cousin's help yet. Clare has a crush on a popular student named Paul, but Paul already has a girlfriend. So Clare wishes to the box that Paul would fall madly in love with her.
I wish that in love with me.
The next day, just as she wished, Paul starts showing interest in Clare, which makes her extremely happy. Later that day, Clare receives shocking news that her Uncle August has died. Uncle August was a very wealthy man, and Clare takes the opportunity to make another wish, for his fortune to be passed down to her. Soon after, Jonathan receives a call saying that Uncle August's inheritance has been granted to him and Clare. Without delay, they move into Uncle August's luxurious house. Clare then invites Meredith and June to have fun together using the wealth she inherited.
Claire, that thing is like $800.
After returning home from their outing, Clare notices the box has opened by itself and is playing music. At the same time, in another place, DeLuca, who is cooking, suddenly suffers a fatal accident. When DeLuca dies, the music box closes on its own. The next morning, Jonathan shows Clare a painting by the late Johanna that he found while cleaning up Clare's old belongings. All this time, neither Jonathan nor Clare ever knew the real reason why Johanna took her own life. Clare still feels deep sorrow whenever she remembers the moment of her mother's death. That night, Clare has a nightmare about the mysterious box, and when she wakes up, she feels as if someone is watching her. She checks around, but finds no one there. The following day at school, Clare remains curious about the Chinese inscription on the box, so she asks Ryan to introduce her to his cousin, who can translate ancient Chinese. They go to meet Ryan's cousin, Gina.
It looks like a version of a Chinese wish pot.
Yeah, and what does this say?
After examining the box, Gina explains that it grants 7 wishes. To use it, the person must hold the box with both hands and clearly state their wish. If someone wants to cancel all their wishes, they only need to throw the box away. At the bottom of the box, there's an inscription, the name of a woman called Lu Mei. Curious, Gina searches the name online and finds that the box once belonged to Lu Mei. Back in 1910, Lu Mei and her family were infected by the plague and quarantined in a train car, where they were left to suffer from heat and dehydration. Everyone in her family died except Lu Mei, who survived with only one keepsake, the music box. Consumed by hatred toward the people who caused her family's death, Lu Mei went to a temple and prayed for 7 days and 7 nights. On the 7th night, a demon named Yao Guai granted her wish. The demon transformed Lu Mei's music box into one that could grant 7 wishes. From that moment, Lu Mei became incredibly wealthy, and all her enemies bowed before her. However, in 1922, Lu Mei committed suicide. On the music box, Gina noticed an inscription that said, "When the music stops playing, something terrible will happen." Due to her limited knowledge, Gina told Claire she needed more time to consult a friend who might understand it better. On her way home, Claire saw her father collecting junk from a trash pile.
You didn't see that. Dad, what are you doing?
Feeling embarrassed and angry, she wished he would stop doing humiliating things like scavenging for garbage, unaware of the dark consequences of her wish. As soon as she made that wish, the music box opened again, playing its eerie tune. At the same time, something dreadful began to happen to Gina. She discovered that the box demanded a life in exchange for every wish granted. Just as she was about to warn Ryan, a horrific accident occurred, killing her instantly. The next morning, Ryan tried to call Gina, but she didn't answer. When he went to her house, he was horrified to find her dead in a gruesome condition. On Gina's laptop, Ryan found the rest of her translation. When the music from the box stops, it must be paid with blood. He concluded that each time someone makes a wish, the life of someone close to the wisher is taken as payment. Realizing this, Ryan immediately went to meet Claire and asked if she had made any wishes to the music box, warning her that she could be in serious danger. When questioned, Claire denied making any wishes, but Ryan could tell she was lying. He knew she had already used the box. At school, Claire grows frustrated with herself for not being one of the popular girls. Because of this, she makes another wish, to become the most popular girl in school.
I was the most popular girl in school.
Her wish comes true, and soon Claire becomes the center of everyone's attention. However, her new life as a popular girl causes her to drift away from her 2 best friends, Meredith and June. One day, Claire decides to visit DeLuca, but when she arrives, she finds DeLuca's lifeless body. Overwhelmed with grief, Claire mourns her death. Troubled and burdened by guilt, Claire later meets up with Meredith and June and tells them everything about the music box that can grant 7 wishes. But every time a wish is fulfilled, someone close to her dies. Hearing Claire's story, Meredith doesn't believe it, thinking everything is just a coincidence. June, on the other hand, insists that Claire must get rid of the music box before more people die. At first, Claire intends to throw the box away, but she remembers that doing so would erase everything she has gained so far. Consumed by greed, Claire decides to keep it so she can continue living her current life. That night, while partying with her friends, Claire and Paul start making out in a car. But when Claire finds another woman's clothes inside Paul's car, she feels betrayed and breaks up with him. She soon learns that the stalker who's been secretly following her all this time is actually Paul, which leaves her even more heartbroken. Later, Claire meets with Meredith and June again. Before Claire arrives, June nearly gets caught in a burst of flames from a campfire, but Meredith saves her just in time. June starts to believe that the strange incident happened because of Claire's cursed music box. The 3 girls then head to a tall building where Meredith goes alone to the 26th floor to catch a monster in a game she's playing. While waiting, Claire confesses to June that she hasn't thrown the box away. She admits she isn't ready to give up her current life. Meanwhile, as Meredith prepares to return to the 1st floor, the elevator suddenly stops working. At the same time, Jonathan experiences a tire blowout while driving. When he steps out to fix it, he nearly gets hit by another vehicle but narrowly escapes. Back in the building, the elevator Meredith is in starts moving again, but then it abruptly malfunctions. The elevator plunges, and Meredith falls to her death. Seeing her friend die before her eyes, Claire is devastated, and June blames her for Meredith's death. Ryan soon arrives and takes Claire to his house to explain more about the box. After confirming that Claire has been using it, Ryan secretly continues researching its history. From his findings, he learns that on the 7th wish, the demon Yao Guai takes the soul of the person who used the box. In every documented case he found, the owner was hunted and tormented by Yao Guai after making the 7th wish. At this point, Claire has already made 5 wishes. Hearing this, Ryan is terrified and shocked that she's gone so far. Claire, too, becomes scared and regrets her actions. Together, she and Ryan try to destroy the box, but their efforts are useless. The box cannot be broken. Claire then decides they'll try again the next day. One night, as Claire is lying in bed, Paul suddenly shows up in her room. He begs her not to break up with him, threatening to kill himself in front of her if she insists. Despite his desperate pleas, Claire stands firm and tells him it's over. In a moment of madness, Paul slashes his wrists right in front of her. Fortunately, he's quickly given medical help and survives. The next day, when Ryan and Claire are about to destroy the music box, it mysteriously disappears. As a result, Claire loses everything, her wealth, her popularity, and her luxurious life, and returns to her old, impoverished reality.
Dad?
She becomes devastated and heartbroken. When she passes June's locker, Claire discovers that June was the one who stole the box. June did it to save both Claire and herself from the curse, but Claire, blinded by greed, doesn't understand. Furious, she demands that June return the box. A struggle breaks out between them, and in the chaos, June accidentally falls down the stairs. Horrified, Ryan lashes out at Claire for what happened. He tries to make her see how dangerous the box truly is, but Claire refuses to listen. She only wants her dream life back. Ryan continues to plead with her to stop using it, but Claire stubbornly decides to keep going and use her remaining 2 wishes.
I have 2 wishes left, and if you do not, okay? Please go away. You don't understand. I'm not ready yet.
When she gets home, Claire makes another wish, to undo her mother's suicide. Moments later, Johanna appears, alive again, along with Claire's younger sisters. Overwhelmed with joy, Claire embraces her family, and they celebrate her birthday together. As she admires her mother's paintings, Claire notices one that depicts the cursed music box. Realization strikes her. Her mother had once used the box too, and it was the real reason she took her own life. Claire finally understands that the music box has been destroying her family all along. Suddenly, she hears the box's haunting melody playing again. Looking outside, she sees her father cutting down a tree. Realizing he's in danger, Claire runs to warn him, but it's too late. Jonathan is fatally struck by the chainsaw. Completely broken and consumed by despair, Claire decides to make her final wish, to return to the time before her father ever found the box.
I want to go back before I got you.
Her 7th and last wish is granted. Claire awakens in the past, back to the day before Jonathan discovered the cursed music box. Feeling relief and peace, she's overjoyed to see her dog Max again and hears Meredith's voice, alive and well. Determined to live a grateful life this time, Claire helps her father collect recyclables as they once did. While searching through the trash, she finds the music box again, but instead of using it, she takes it with her to keep it safe. Later, in the school parking lot, Claire meets Ryan. She hands him the box, asking him to bury it and warning him never to open it. Ryan is confused, unsure why Claire seems to know him so well. Before leaving, Claire kisses him gently, showing that they both share feelings for each other. As Claire walks across the street towards school, a car suddenly speeds by, driven by Darcy, and hits her. Claire dies instantly. Her 7th wish has been fulfilled, and the demon Yao Guai finally takes her soul.
I didn't see her.
In the closing scene, Ryan is seen holding the cloth-wrapped music box. He hesitates, then begins to uncover it, curiosity in his eyes. It's clear what will happen next. The cursed cycle is about to begin again, and the story ends.